So today I'm going to tell you guys about the bloody conquest of 1692. So this happened in Santa Fe, New Mexico. In 1680, there was the Pueblo Revolt. They pushed all the Spaniards out. 12 years later, in 1692, Don Diego de Vargas reconquered New Mexico for the Spanish crown, and they call that the Bloodless Conquest of 1692. They try to say that it was a peaceful reconquest, that Don Diego de Vargas just moseyed into Santa Fe, put his flag down, the natives bowed, pledged their allegiance to the King of Spain and the Catholic God, and that was it. Let me tell you how it really happened. So in 1692, when Don Diego de Vargas gets to Santa Fe, there's a wall that surrounds the city. So Don Diego has to go to the door and knock. Now, he's just with a little regiment of soldiers, I don't know how many exactly, but he bangs on the door and he tries to tell them that he's a Christian, that he's a Catholic, that he's a Spaniard. While the Pueblos at the time were beefing with the Apaches, so they had beef with the Apaches, so they didn't trust the Spaniards. They thought they were Apaches dressed in Spanish armor trying to trick them to get into their Pueblo and sack it. Now their beef with the Apaches is probably the reason why they had a wall, unless the Spaniards built the wall before, I'm not sure. But there was a wall around Santa Fe. Don Diego de Vargas had to knock. He had to prove he was a Spaniard by singing some novela in Spanish, and then they believed him and let him into the town. While the reason the Pueblo natives let him into the town so quick is because they were beefing with the Apaches. The Spaniards had horses, arquebuses, which were like the first guns before muskets, cannons. They had armor, they had all kinds of stuff that the Pueblo people could use against their war with the Apaches. So they sat down with Don Diego de Vargas and they made an agreement that they were gonna let the Spanish presence stay in Santa Fe. But there was a misunderstanding there. See, the Pueblo people thought that Don Diego de Vargas meant the Spanish presence would be kept in New Mexico. You know, there'd be a few soldiers in Santa Fe to help guard the north, and that was it. So that's why it was called the Peaceful Reconquest, because no blood was shed when he got to Santa Fe because of that. Subscribe to my channel to learn more.